dropped the Vox on Auntie's company, Town Fairfield, and spared her competition in Westport just to make me happy, well then, mission accomplished.
With 3 kinds of fiber: soluble, insoluble, and insoluble.
No time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to the breeze.
Unable to identify ship affiliation. Further investigation is advised.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? And why is DeVries hanging on to it?
On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
Switching to interrogation protocol. Preparing knife. Knife prepared. Determining ideal location for first incision.
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths by Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. You're mistaken if you think we'd make it easy for you. We're trained, I'd have you know, with guns and the art of fisticuffs. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. Now we're just talking in circles.
Ready to wait on your command.
Eliminated.
What's that on the monitor? Could be important. Just imagine the hustle and bustle of this place. No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around.
A fuse is required to proceed.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, Guardian, is as ineffective as you suggested. For his advisor, the Consul is not. These executions, these impulsive... only his influence.
So, you agree with Gavin is rather yourself, if your own food of Guardian believe. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could not say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I... pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
DeVries' team must have gotten to these mechs first. I don't favor fighting on two fronts, but it's not looking like we have another choice.
operations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and accounting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that...
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate.
The Protectorate's accursed relay destroyed our peaceful, liberated town of Fairfield. Their madness killed many and crushed our productivity.
A tragedy. One that could have been foreseen. Perhaps it is for the best then that you did not manage to bring the refugees of Westport to your door. Yes, we heard of that too.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
According to my analysis, neither of our parties has enough goodwill with the other to proceed directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into making this more worth my while?
This unit welcomes. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange. Searching my records. Ah, yes. This sec.
intelligence and resources.
If we formed an alliance, say,
Confronting
the
threat.
next
Emergency
month,
protocol
we would
standard
be
prime.
to-
Entering a confrontational state.
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
You see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room, as we call it in my business, where common sense meets observational data, you might say.
Multiple indicators suggest contact with the enemy may be imminent. To assist with
Infidel. This next shot won't miss.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the...
Are you still upright over there?
Emergency protocols ready.
How are you still upright over there?
Fine then. Cross that. See how well you move.
Updating delegates' likelihood of survival based on all available factors. Warning. Delegates in imminent danger. Hurry, Commander.
By the end of this. Is this really what you want?
It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to Auntie's will.
Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Bruce Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight is nice, yes, but what about the entrepreneurial mind? We may have lost our brightest when Fairfield was destroyed, but there are promising employees rising in the ranks.
So you think that your people should rule?
Law, there they are, right out in the open. Let's speed this up. We can't have got Law before DeVries goes through with her plan.
We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's Choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our...
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Yes, you're a pedestrian little threat. If you think I was shaken to receive it, you're sorely mistaken. I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Spare me that sanctimonious drivel. You'll never be Commander Zane, don't even try. Better. I almost find you believable. It's in your best interest, Commander, to hear me out. I am doing everything with what little power I have to stop the rifts from destroying the galaxy. I am so close. With the right data and the prototype rift modulator hidden away in a protectorate lab on Praetor, the Order could finally figure out how to control the rifts. But like the protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. Anyone with even half-functioning gray matter knows that you cannot trust a corporation with the kind of power that comes with controlling rifts. The Order should know better. It's as if they've forgotten how we got to this point. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation.
That's... law! Augustine, you could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder into a trap.
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means. No. I saw their models. The Protectorate, in all their ignorance, would have torn the galaxy asunder in pursuit of their matriarch's dream. Fascists are nothing if not predictable. You are focused entirely on the wrong thing. Wars come and go. Civilizations can rebuild. But this manner of destruction is something nothing can come back from. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just... enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. Reckon I know you well enough by now to know that even trying would be like yelling at a heat sink to cool it. But come on, Commander. What are we waiting for? How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. Oh, believe me. Been playing back that classic nonstop since Horizon Point. Wish I'd listened when you told me not to trust others. But now's our chance to amend that error. Trust we'll be having words on the ship about all this, Commander. If DeVries doesn't shoot us...
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Do you wish me to beg forgiveness? Torture myself in an attempt at atonement? I tell you, if there had been another path, I would have taken it. These delegates cannot leave here. I will not let your crew's sacrifice, your sacrifice, be in vain. It can't be for nothing.
Has been terminated. Due to acts of betrayal, service honors may not be awarded posthumously.
Station's not gonna hold up against that rip for long. We need to get back to the incognito now. rift's not getting any smaller. Come on, Commander, huff and puff it.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to reasonable solutions. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in management. They would likely be receptive to a free agent such as yourself. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. There is also one other, less likely option: persuading the two factions to work together. The delegates, returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on... You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you... Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteem. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim. For details on this, it appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship.
So, that's it then. DeVries dead. Justice served. Galaxy still... Am I that transparent? And you're not exactly Commander Compassion. I once thought DeVries the upper limit of what an agent could be. Certainly, now she's dead. By our hand. Thought I'd feel relief or something akin to it. But mostly I just feel... Now you're speaking my language, Commander. DeVries earned her grave, sure enough. So why does killing her feel like... Hell, I don't know. Putting out a star? Damn. And here I was hoping you don't suppose you have any advice on how to move forward from here? Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander. I hear you. Appreciate you making time to listen to me. Might need a few to work through my thoughts, but I'll be ready for...
With 3 kinds of fiber. Insoluble and inconsoluble.
Short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the Tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. You're sure in fine form today, Commander. By all accounts, this tomb's not exactly some cobweb... Zeb left out the mission parameters. Probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous at the tomb, the better. Got... Turn your lamps on that building over there. Reckon that's where we'll be able to get our hands on the rift modulator.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
waste them. On your command.
Completing a host of equipment. Engaging combat protocols.
Just say when.
Entering a confrontational state.
that was. Doesn't sound like anything I'd like to meet up with close.
Engaging combat protocols.
The idea is to kill them before you die.
Emergency protocols ready.
Looking a few points low, Commander.
Valuable time!
Neutralizing unfriendlies. Standing by with life support.
Take care of him, Commander. Regain. Light flashing before my eyes, Commander. Revive me. Quarry located.
protocols such as crimes. Promoting teammate.
command.
Got some bad company.
State.
Knew you had my back. Just say which. Don't make me bury another agent!
Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm, glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the Matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret.
Media featuring talking creatures is banned throughout Arcadia to avoid creating unsettling confusion in viewers.
Perhaps we might save the levity for a less perilous time?
Pay the commander no mind. Tongue often draws faster than sense. Please, continue.
For any subject, visiting the Matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of anti-social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the Matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the Matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. We'll certainly face more resistance inside, but rest assured, I'm prepared for the majority of the complications we might encounter. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the Matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people. Reaching the vaults will be no simple task. There are likely to be unforeseen security measures to contend with, though hopefully nothing too obstructive. We must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential hazards.
Must you? We are on the precipice here, and I shouldn't have to...
Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. I'm glad you asked. Weapon is an all-encompassing term. A rock can be a weapon, but what I sell here, I wouldn't dare lump them in with mere weapons. These are finely tuned instruments of... You have my guarantee. My equipment for annihilating one's foes, well, that's privileged information, friend. If you want... Just jesting. Although if you did want to kill me, I've got many finely priced perforators tuned to do just that. Feel free to go on a... Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my...
Well now, you have an ineffable air of intrigue about you. Weren't Race Protectorate, were you? Who are you? Oh, sorry, I'm Millie Mealing. I started a training group here to help ex-Protectorate subjects adjust to having... We also try to reconnect them with loved ones. Know the concept of community can be alien to most? Try to, that is. Not officially. Not yet, that is. We discussed a few, like first steps or community... Somebody suggested the unparadigmatic, but that sounded rather like the Order to me. Someone proposed the Awful Freedom Association, which, prompted a spontaneous collegial embrace around them from all of us. This isn't easy on everybody, you know? That's kind of clever. Next time the group... Now, as I was saying, sometimes we do need a little assistance. Involves the mental refreshment facility on Praetor. To replenish someone's zeal and ensure our perfect society ran perfectly. What they didn't tell us was, the person who comes back weren't always the same. My father, he liked to alter official Protectorate songs to make the... I'd rather not say, if it's all the same to you. Appreciate it. It's a difficult matter. All right, I can assemble some bits from the other refugees. One of us has a once my father is freed, that is. I do know a little about... Good. If you make it past the guards outside, you could look for my father inside. Name's Waylon. Waylon Mealing. Might have to We'll post someone out back to wait for him, where the guards don't patrol. Meet me here afterward. I can't...
Buy from me
Art in our noise.
to tell your
My
fellows
compatriot
about
and I
my...
are always trying to identify those who are suspect like us.
Anybody even listening to this? Hello once more. I guarantee you some be happy. Buy from me, please.
Doctor, gotta say, if you've wounds that needs stimulants, medicaments, drugs.
Protect your loved ones, protect...
Look, tell me what you need. Can't...
Get caught unaware? All you like. My armor will keep you safe.
Mind telling me if I still got... Browse all you like. Feel free to...
Tell me what you need. Can do.
Commander, a moment of your time, if you would. Commander, I'm glad I managed... There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. Though if you were, I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at... I did not mention it before, but believe it may be necessary to avoid shocking you later. Our greatest suspect in the death of the Supreme Arbiter is the Protectorate's consul. Very good. I hope... Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep... The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the...
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
You're here to meet me. The message you received was of my construction, not your compatriots.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here...
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must...
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must...
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protect. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refute
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow—
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the consul's summons.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have...
That's right. It's filled with emulsified plasma.
Keep back! It's good that I'm not a more headstrong sentinel, lest this situation have devolved into violence and killed us.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the...
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
This is all clearly a tactic on the consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from him.
What must you think of me, or my fellow sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to arbiters? I'm not the one positing, but you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose. Only that...
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to...
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this sentinel...
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. Secret is a misnomer. The room appears to have been built by mistake, but someone forestalled its demolition. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstance...
I shall follow him out, just to certain... That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said. Though
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a...
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus. Let us do... I regret we've not had more time to talk.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to convert. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. Places, security measures should not be operational. The station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully. Is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops, lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be...
Standing by with life support.
The lockdown. We may now reactivate the station into the activator. The reactor activation circuit shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place. To battle! Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the hidden room's location.
Certain of movement below.
Passcode is limber. No. Let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
I knew this. Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes
often enough to know the technicians by name.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refresh, despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path. One that shall...
An Arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible.
Yes. Luther Okada, you stand accused of trespassing upon the prepare for absolution.
If I must die...
Alert. Hostile.
That's at an end, it would seem. Let us see what remains on the terminal he was so interested in. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. Our work at the refugee camp did not slake your investigative hunger? I doubt you'll be able to surmise. For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially, if judgment is the Arbiter's gavel, what is the Arbiter's scalpel? Ah, you've got the spirit exactly. If not the... An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's... From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Ark... To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed. And that feckless agent... I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally it. What could Sub Rosa want with one of our abandoned stations? How could they have known there was anything of... Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central... I wish I could take more solace in Okata's death. Alas. I hope that's true. More wastrels to slay. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, and circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you're sufficiently prepared. Excellent. Let us make our way to Central Control forthwith.
You go ahead inside with them.
We should hurry. Have you finished your procrastinations? Let's not delay then. Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
her
There,
equal.
see. It has been 10 minutes. Perhaps you would like to view the rest of the exhibition hall?
The last Sentinel who received a tour boasted of spending 30 minutes in Lamentations. Do you think me incapable of matching his grief?
Not
Better
at all.
take a
Sheriff, continue. Wait there. I'll come.
All handled. My turn. There should be a hidden entrance here. You just trigger. Run!
Guards, posture low. Get the city.
Electrical damage failing.
There. We can access the lower level now. The security room that we need to reach is nearby. We should be able to disable it.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my...
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to...
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy. One we can ill afford in this place.
Yes, right. I have a family. Well, no, not as yet, but one day.
Do not allow these crabbled tears to fool you. This is all a performance. No truce. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed?
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations. Fine. Seeing as you both like the
No! No! Matriarch, preserve me!
Seems she couldn't be bothered.
Feels ugly and wrong, what we just did. Doubt the Earth Directorate would approve neither. Nice pep talk there, Commander. Really appreciate it.
We can waste air on the ethics of this choice on the protect. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best.
No going back in here. Not until we've done what we came here to. Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later.
Agent vitals have fallen below acceptable parameters.
Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But let's keep on.
Substantial efforts to prolong his life. My father's condition continues to deteriorate, physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera.
Reading this right, the order is 132.
The order informs me that far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish with time.
Let's see if we can't suss out which switch is which before we commit to guessing. Keen as I am toward one another, defibrillation.
I will need to hide all of
it. Keep the wiring.
Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his auto-mech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
Not on the first try. Well, I'll not lament a stroke of good fortune.
Zeb seem a little off to you, Commander? Yeah, that whole business with the curator. Never seen Zeb so eager for bloodletting before. He's a changed man. Just ain't sure it's for the better. You're right. Can't play a fair game when your enemies are well, no use stewing.
That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Remember those components I found? I was able to turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the honors.
Nice. I was hoping for a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This terminal will allow me to retrieve all the information stored here. This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive.
Principles, dear. I fear the
Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the Matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
He is set in his ways. His notions regarding these...
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies. But, Niles.
Slow up, Zeb. What?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch in exchange for skip drives. Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate. If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work. Its evolution over time. But our dear Matriarch is a fraud. A cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better. By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image to protect. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed Emperor he erstwhile. Giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided. Once the problem of the rift is solved and ships can enter the system, why not? From what Niles told me, the Earth Directorate would be in opposition to Protectorate tyranny. I'll admit, the Earth Directorate has much to answer for. But if they would help, I would welcome it. I understand your reticence, but people should have the power and means to make choices for themselves, even unhealthy ones. Only in the Protectorate will you find an ear sympathetic to that belief.
Hey now, we're all still on the same side here, but the commander's got a point.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No, they act, and so must we. Damn the consequences. And should I refuse to leave empty-handed, what then?
Whoa. Put the brakes on, Commander. I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb, but...
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
You remember what we argued about? The day...
I've replayed it in my mind.
A lot's changed. But that hasn't. Life in Arcadia could be just like we dreamed it.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another. I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break.
Guess this is
only for now. If we both come...
I want to talk it over with the commander, but...
Zebulon just sent word about reaching the vault. I can't wait to hear what secrets were found inside.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate, but that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands. Sorry. Guess I'm still working through it all. Law knows the Earth Directorate ain't perfect, but leaving a whole colony to suffer tyranny, all for its own benefit? That flies in the face of everything it stands for. You're telling me you wouldn't have done things differently, or at least tried to. Permission to speak candid, Commander. I flat out refused to see it before, but maybe you've been right about the Earth Directorate this whole time. Besides, look at all we've accomplished without its resources or support. Might be we're better off on our own, answering to no one, achieving the ends, and damn the means. We're already steeped in blood. Can't believe I wasted so many years. Guns down, waiting on... Thanks for helping me finally shed the rose-tinted goggles, Commander.
Emergency protocols ready.